Welcome back into the Sports Zone. It is now time to reveal our 2021 Coaches of the Year.
Haley, it was so hard to choose just one player, coach, or team for these awards. There were a handful of nominees that were deserving in each category.
Well, that's why they pay us the big bucks, Jake. Let's begin with our 11-player Coach of the Year.
Scott Syrjala knows what it takes to make it to the top of the mountain. For 15 years, he spent time as an assistant coach under Hall of Fame head coach Jeff Olson for Ishpeming. Together, they led the Hematites to state titles in 2012 and 2013, and a runner-up finish in 2010 and 2014. In the summer of 2015, Syrjala decided it was time for a new chapter.
I knew that they were going to be really good and probably win a state championship, and you know, it wasn't easy leaving those kids. You know, there's absolutely some great kids on that Ishpeming team. It was really hard, and it wasn't only the kids. I didn't have a bad job. I liked where I worked. I liked who I coached with. You know, I admire the heck out of and respect the heck out of Jeff Olson. And, you know, I still talk to him to this day.
Syrjala took the job as the head coach of his alma mater, the Westwood Patriots.
When the job came open, at first I wasn't quite sure, and you know, but at some point, you know, I wanted to step off Jeff's coattails and just try to bring on a new challenge for myself.
Syrjala's presence was felt right away. In the 7 years since Syrjala took over, the Patriots have made the playoffs 6 times, with their best year in 2017, when the team finished with an 8-1 record.
That's telling us that we're consistent at what we do. You know, that making the playoffs is now the norm. And you know, when you get to those 2 or 3 losses and you start getting on the border of making or not making the playoffs, you know, then something's amiss. And so our expectation level has gone up.
In 2021, Syrjala and his coaching staff have taken the program to new heights. This season, the Patriots captured their first district title in program history.
We played a tough Charlevoix team too, and we were able to squeak out a victory. And you know, the way we won that, it to me, you know, I give, you know, Charlevoix credit. They came back and they made some big plays, and then for us to get a stop on a 2-point conversion, it made me proud. It really did.
Despite falling to Traverse City St. Francis in the regional semifinals, Syrjala says the program continues to head in the right direction.
Just seeing our kids' faces, you know, and going up to their parents and hugging them after that game, and that tells me that we're doing something right, that it meant something to these kids and to this community, because, you know, there wasn't only tears in, you know, our players' eyes, there was tears in my eyes, and their parents and the community members and friends and things like that. They know the work that this program has put in to try to make it successful and try to be competitive, and when you fall short of something like that, it hurts. So that's what we've tried to do the last 7 years, and you know, I hope it seems like we're on the right track.
Because of his leadership, Syrjala is the 2021 Sports Zone 11-player Coach of the Year.
I'm honored and I'm humbled by it, but I think, you know, without my coaches and without my players buying in, you know, we wouldn't have had the success we've had, and obviously I wouldn't have been chosen as Coach of the Year. So I appreciate the help and support that our coaches and players have given me as well.
Let's move now